Your face, it is a unique formulation. It's a full 3 ounces and it's a customer pick. We could have called this the tweaked hour of customer pick favorites. And it's just back in stock and it's available. I'm gonna say they took $10. Yeah, a little bit more, over $10 off at $32 today. We don't see this very often, Dennis. I call this like the magic golden gem.
Yeah, well, I leveled it up. So basically, you notice I called it now, it went from the restorative oil, restorative treatment to the Everything Balm. I looked at it and said, look, I know I can do it even better now because I've learned so much about the actives. So I took the Ojon, and by the way, we found the orange peel that surrounds this nut. And I've been wanting to use that because I was always told, and what I'm doing with the other ingredients, if you use the whole plant, you get a better result because it comes together. It's like a puzzle. And I couldn't because it was this bright orange. It wasn't mixing with anything. And then on my 20th anniversary of being on TV, I just, for the hell of it, typed in orange peel, Ojon. And this stuff happens to me, and I don't question it. I just love it. And this Brazilian lab that is all natural, nanofied the orange peel and the Ojon nut, and basically combined it and turned it into a plant milk. But it's nano, so that means I can blend it with water, with oil. I had to rub my eyes because it was like a dream come true. So that means I can add it to anything. It stabilizes the formula, so it makes it bulletproof. And now that it's nano, it's like 100 times smaller in particle size. It's just gonna make everything even better. So if you loved it the way it was, now it goes in faster, goes in deeper. You get a better result with it, and it doesn't make it greasy because now it's literally going inside the hair. It just puts a light veil on the outside just to protect it. And that's what's cool about it. Look, this will be the last time I ever touch it. This started in 2003. When I launched it as a wild-crafted ingredient, it took the world by storm. We were bought then by Estee Lauder. I retired, came back, and now I've been tweaking everything that I wanted to tweak. There was no purpose at the time. My mom got ill, and that's what made me look at things a little differently to help her. And then I ended up back on TV because I was bored. I was in Sarasota. I was living there at a house, and I noticed the HSN was just 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Hey, why not? Called everybody. Let's go on air, and then boom.
And now look, right? Yeah. Which is, and we're so thankful for that. I mean, again, just that you continue to bring to us, all of these innovative, unique, special products. And you know what the bottom line is, Dennis? You don't find anything like this anywhere.
No, this is so, look, there'll be nothing like this ever that'll come close to it. I've noticed that there's a lot of knockoffs now, but I've been working with it the longest, so I know how to work with it. And what you get at home, when you get it at home, if you want to try it, and if the old one, you remember, if it goes into a little bit, even a little warmer than room temperature, it'll liquefy. I've adjusted that. I added some of that gel in, the thermo gel, so now with heat, it actually thickens up, so it survives a summer transport in a warm truck or if you're going on holidays. But also what we notice, when you put it in the hair, it's always morphing. When you're changing temperature, it'll stiffen up, it'll lighten up in the cold. So this way, it's almost acting like a styling aid. It was great before. It just became the Everything Balm now, which means it's a treatment that it can style, it can defrizz, it can detangle. I just put it on my lips. I went from really warm and a lot of humidity, moist air, to dry as crazy, cold. I'm pruning. So yeah, I'll turn into basically a raisin probably in about another week up here, and that's normal in the winter. So yeah, this oil gets used, but literally from top of my head, my tips of my hair all the way down to my toes.
Well, speaking of
the same way, so does Amanda.
Yeah.
And it lasts forever because there's no water in it, no silicones. There's not even a preservative. So this is, when we say wild crafted, clean beauty, natural, this is basically the golden standard.
That's exactly what I said. You have to have golden in there because this really is like a magic. And we're showing you obviously here with Gianni and our beautiful models in the studio. But then just, your hair gets dehydrated, it's dry, all of those things. It's never greasy. It's a customer pick favorite. Now it's funny, Dennis, I was reading some of them and it's like, yeah, so many obviously talk about the hair, but other people were saying, you know what? My husband's feet. I never ever been able to get a balm or anything to actually really hydrate them and make it, they look like new feet. People talked about their cuticles. People talked about unbelievable for dry skin, especially, you know, if you get really, really dry elbows. It just melts right into your skin, never greasy. And that's like, it's like, this is another one, head to toe, magical, wonderful ingredients that are so incredibly beneficial. Free shipping and handling.
Eyebrows,
Yeah.
phenomenal eyebrow, even eyelash. Like it's been used everywhere. That's why now it's officially the Everything Balm, because now that the fact that I've added, you know, the peel to it, so it's nanofied, it's bulletproof. So it will blend and morph with any other product as well. So if you're using a styling product and you wish that one just had a little more moisture to it, you can add, just basically coat your hands with this Everything Balm and then apply your whatever other product you're using, and then your hands will drive that Ojon into the hair shaft, and you'll see what happens. It's just this, because of the nanoparticle, it's so tiny, 100 times smaller. That's why it can get in there, it can blend. It acts as a transport vehicle. So once I knew I had that, I can bring anything into that air shaft. So you're going to see, you know, the time to come, how things are going to change, and our clinicals are getting better. The hair, like the shine is unbelievable. Sometimes I see the befores because I'm obviously on the other side, so I don't see them live. And I'm blown away, and I'm going, created. Well, this one nature created. I just did the blending. I did the infusion now, which I never did at the beginning. I just left it, but I thought, okay, getting close to my end, always wanted to do it. Can I make it better?
You did. You did it. And it's like hard to imagine. You said more clinicals. I would say out of anybody, your clinicals are the most amazing that I've ever seen on hair and volume and strength and all of that. So to even go higher, it's hard to imagine, but I know you'll continue to do everything that you can.
We've hit 98.9.
That's wild.
So I said if I hit 100, I'm done. I'll retire at that moment. Then when I got that back, I'm like, uh-oh.
And you've had some even over 100%.
It's been nuts. And once you get the rhythm, and look, it's been 20 years, I'm only focused, and Amatica vouch for it. Sometimes she's got to tell me, can you just stop talking about it, please? Because I just get caught up in it. It's been my passion, and I never thought in a million years I was supposed to be an animator at Disney. And then I found this nut. And here I am talking about the nut instead of working at Disney.
I love it. I love it. Well, everybody is so thrilled to see this back in stock. Here's another thing. This is one you do in very small batches. This is the golden amber.
Yeah. Oh,
we don't have it nowhere near every show, but I would say right now, more than ever for anybody, as we're going into the winter season, this is going to be, you'll understand why you can't keep this in stock in a customer pick.
Yeah, it's a difficult formula. Now that we're blending, it's even more. That's why everybody's like, why do you want to do that? It's going to be even slower to make, but if it's better, I'll do it. And it's also, it's scented the golden amber, so this is our anniversary scent. We did the one batch. When that's gone, like that'll be a collector's item. And that aroma, it's basically the amber vanilla, almost like it just had a touch of, not baby powder, but just it's because of the patchouli, it just smells clean. It just gave it a different edge, and I'm using a different type of amber as well. Well, I've added that together with it. To tell you the truth, when I first started, I had these different interpretations of all these like amber vanillas, and then I lost this recipe book. I just found it about 3 months ago. Well, they found it in Italy behind a desk because they moved the factory. It's the lost amber scent. I couldn't believe it. So that's why there's been these slight differences. I have to chase everything. Now I got the recipe. Ooh.
Ah, very good.
I remember sitting on the stoop in a villa, and like when we started the Ojon thing, and I'm creating it, and then I lose everything. Like that's me.
But
I dropped it at a desk.
We're glad you found it. Well, you
years.
did find it.
Well, they found it, and they sent it to me, which is awesome. So now I have it, and I'm playing around. So you'll see that coming. But this is part of that, which I'm lucky. So that's why I called it Legendary and the Golden Amber. So
and the Everything Balm. And the Everything Balm.
Yeah.
This is not just for the hairs. Obviously, it's magical in the hairs. We're showing you with these before and afters. I know we have a clock up on the screen. I will tell you this, Dennis. I have fewer than 2,000 of these to go around. It is not on auto ship at the special price.
To the planet.
What's that?
You have the whole, that's it. We don't have any, no one else has any.
So when it's
Yeah,
gone, it's gone.
That's the batch, what's left of it, and that's it.
Oh my God. Okay, so it could be another 6 months or longer sometimes till we get those back.
Honestly, I can't even answer that because and now that there's more than one ingredient, I just need one to be delayed. And I'm telling you, the world changed. So the production now, what used to be 2 or 3 months, it's like 8 or 9 months now. Yeah, so it's a different game.
Well, that's why I have a feeling people are stocking up. That's what I'm being told right now, especially to get and secure this fabulous value and take advantage of FlexPay, which I think is like $14 to get it at home. And yes, even in our beauty products, if you're gifting this, you have extended returns. So you have until the end of January 2025. But this one is a personal, and again, absolute favorite to you. It's a Beauty Choice Award. It's not just for the hair. It's for the cuticles. It's for the driest areas on your body. It's on your feet. I mean, just take a minute and read reviews. Yeah, and
look, and there's no water, so you're paying for 100% concentrate.
That's
just so you know that. Like, this is not going to last you a month. There's people that this will last them a year, and using it everywhere because you don't need to use a lot because it's not diluted with anything. This is pure product, and that's what makes it so unique. It should be double that price, but again, I want everyone that hasn't tried this, because I know it'll help you, it'll give you the confidence. If you're giving up on your hair or skin, just give it a try. You'll see. It's lasted 20 years and top pick.
And if you need any convincing whatsoever,